Yes, lads. How we bloody doing, mate? Today is an absolute great day. If we look outside, yeah, it is absolutely exceptional outside, genuinely. If you boys are struggling with a bit of fashion, yeah, let me put you lads on. Look, you do not need anything flashy whatsoever to look good. Literally, I know it needs an iron, I admit, but nice coloured cap, something to give a little bit of colour, black or white t-shirt, black jeans, and your freaking boots, mate. That, and then obviously if you have a good physique and carry yourself well, then the rest is taken care of. And obviously bring out your personality. Obviously you've got a little couple of tattoos, add in a bit of jewellery, you know, that is all you need to stand out in a crowd full of people, full of fucking people that are wearing, mate, it absolutely stinks of shit around here. Full of people that are wearing all these bloody rainbow coloured flags all over them to stand out. You don't need any of that. You just need to have a good dress sense of nice and simple, bit of bringing your own bit of style, a hat or, you know, anything. It can be a different colour t-shirt. I'm gonna go shopping today, try and pick out some like nice green colour t-shirt or like a light blue or something like that to bring into the nice new summer that we're coming into. But to be honest, boys, I've not always been like this. Never have I always been this confident where I can bring this much energy, I can speak with so much conviction and be this confident within myself and be that kind of person that believes in themselves. I've never always been like this. In fact, if I look back to when I first started secondary school and was in school, I was pretty anxious a lot of the time. I was pretty aware of my own inabilities. I was unable to talk to people. I was pretty socially autistic, to be fair. And it's only been within the last couple of years that my true confidence has come out and really started to work on that and actually put myself in positions that actually bring out this level of confidence within you that every man has within them, that allows them to step outside of their comfort zone and actually push themselves. Now, I've not always been like this. I remember looking back into when I was in secondary school and I had to do a presentation. I was shit scared. I had to do a presentation in front of the entire class about a topic that I was interested in. Now, this was before the days of ChatGPT was even a thing, really. Before the days of AI. Now, I literally spent about 2 weeks of work, a couple hours a day. This was like my little mission for 2 weeks where I had to go away and make this presentation about, I picked eco and basically the use of oil and basically like fossil fuels throughout the world and how it's impacting the world. Now, that took me quite a while and I was pretty happy with the result. And I put my heart and soul into that. Came up in front of the class, I was shaking. I was like this. I was so nervous. I started reading off my script, going through my slides that I've created. And to be honest, it was shit. Everyone was laughing. Not everyone, but people were laughing, asking me questions. And I kind of bricked it at the time. Now, that kind of stuck with me. And I was like, I thought that I wasn't very good at public speaking. I thought, you know, that it's challenging, and it kind of stuck with me and it kind of took a hit to my ego, and I was like, damn, I'm not actually that good at public speaking. I need to kind of practice that, and going forward I put myself in positions where public speaking, I'll be the first person to put my hand up and go ahead and put myself in that position. So a couple years later down the line, I'm in college and I get to do this opportunity with the London Stock Exchange Group where I'm doing 2 weeks worth of work experience at the London Stock Exchange. I'm super happy. This is going to be great fun. And then at the first day, they're like, towards the end of this 2 weeks, you're going to have to do a presentation in front of everybody public speaking about your experience with the London Stock Exchange group, instantly my heart sunk. I was like, shit, this is not going to be good. I'm going to have no fun doing this. It's going to be absolutely shit. And the entire 2 weeks I was dreading the last day, because I knew I would have to get in front of the stage and speak my thoughts about what it was and how I felt and how it was. It was a group presentation, but I still had to stand up. But I did it. And I was nervous, and when I came back down, I went up there and I said my speech, and then came back and then sat down next to this guy that I'd made friends with, and I was like, how was it? And he was like, yeah, it was great. I was like, really? I thought I did shit, to be honest with you. And he was like, no, it was actually pretty good. He said I was one of the best. Now, he could have been bluffing me because I was one of his friends that I made with him, but he said it was good, which I was happy. And that you know, brought me a little bit of confidence. I was like, okay, I can kind of do this stuff. Then, you know, going into secondary school, finished college, went into university, doing digital marketing at the minute. And then I look at the assignments, and basically a majority of them are group assignments, and we have to do a public speaking in front of the class about our assignment, presenting our assignment to the group, and basically saying like what we've done for the assignment. Now, you know, once again, I'd be up there like this in front of everybody, but this time, first couple were a bit nerve-wracking, but then I got used to it. And now, when I go into that, I am fucking confident as fuck. I'm going into that knowing I'm the man, I'm the shit, I've done my work, I've done everything that I need to do up until this point, so that I can know I can come in and absolutely smash it out of the park. And I've always struggled with confidence. It's never been this thing that's just like, one day it just clicks. I still struggle with confidence to this day. I'm not always this energetic guy that comes along, can chat to everyone. Now, I'm sure if you was to come into my shop that I work at the minute, and you see me, I'll wave you as you come in, I'll be talking to you at the till, asking you how your day is, but that's because I'm in a comfortable environment that I know, and I can feel myself within. Now, I'm not like that everywhere. If I go up to London, I'm not always in this hyper energetic state where I just want to fucking talk to people. Sometimes I'm just a bit like lower, calmer, don't really want to, you know, conversate with people. But the fact is that in order to get to this point now that I am at, where I can talk to people, I don't have an issue conversating and going back and forth and actually creating conversation and small talk, that was a long process of years of talking to people on a daily basis to make sure that I'm putting myself outside of my comfort zone and actually pushing myself to actually talk to people. I used to hate small talk, absolutely used to hate it. Used to absolutely avoid it at all costs. Genuinely, would not want to talk to anybody. But it's about, the only reason why I didn't want to do it was because I thought I was shit at it. But in reality, small talk is just small talk. It doesn't matter what you talk. It really doesn't matter what you talk about. You can talk about bloody the colour of my top compared to black and white, like anything. It doesn't matter. You could say this chair or outside is a lovely day outside. You can say anything. That's the great thing about small talk. You could look around as you're speaking to somebody and say, wow, this is a nice building. This is great. I love where I am. Anything is small talk. That's why it's so good and powerful, because small talk leads to big talk, and big talk is where you're getting deep with people and you're actually going in and getting to know each other on a more personal level. I love going deep. That's my favorite thing. I'm like an open book. When you crack me, I might be a bit stiff-lipped at the start before you get to know me, but when, you know, we actually start talking to each other, I'm an open book. As you can probably tell by my channel, I tell you guys everything. But once you actually get to know people, small talk leads to the deeper conversations where you can connect on a deeper level and start sharing your stories and actually going deep with people and conversating, and you know, you get in this flow of talking to people and you're going deep and you're sharing stories, you're sharing your weaknesses and what you're good at, and that is what creates lasting relationships that actually, you know, you can speak to them and they call you out on your bullshit and you do the same. And that is how, you know, you create these relationships that actually are more than just a shallow hi, how are you, blah, 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 blah. You're going deep with one another, you're going in. So, you know, confidence hasn't been always this thing that I've had. It's something that I've extremely struggled with, especially throughout my teens. You know, probably being sat behind a screen all the time and not particularly being the most interesting person to talk to either didn't help. Like, if you've only got these things going for you, like video games, and you just don't have much going for you, then it's going to be hard to actually create that conversation. But then now I'm in a position where like somebody might speak to me and they get 3 months down the line and then they like ask me something that I've been doing, and they're like, what, this entire time you've been doing this, and you did, like, it's just like a mystery. Like, this is what like girls love especially, but you know, people love finding out about things, and people love finding people that are doing stuff and actually doing stuff with their lives, because a lot of people just aren't. A lot of people just aren't doing stuff with their lives. They're not pushing themselves outside and doing stuff. And when you come across somebody that is so interesting you, they want to find out more. But the art of conversation is asking more questions and talking less about yourself, and actually asking and talking to people about themselves, because everybody loves talking about themselves. It's like the core principle of how to win friends and influence people is ask more people about themselves and what they're doing, and conversations become easy, because you don't have to think about things to say for you about yourself, and people just love talking about themselves. Now, that is literally all, boys. I just wanted to get this out, had this thought on mind. Obviously, look at March, had to open up the bifolds because this is the first time doing it this year. It's been bloody rainy and dim and horrible, but can't complain. Blue skies, a lot of golf to come, a lot more videos in the future throughout the summer, boys. I'm going to be getting on this shit as much as possible, fucking getting the videos out, because I love this shit. It's what I love. Sharing you guys the wins, sharing you guys all the stuff that I'm going through. Just want to get my fucking bat signal out there. And yeah, appreciate you, boys. See you in the next one. Peace.